everyone, so this is my February favorites. I didn't do a January favorites because I felt like the month ended so abruptly for me because I was so busy, and I already did a, favorites video for 2013, so I thought that it was kind of redundant to show the products that I have already been liking and were in that other video. So I've liked new things in February, and I went, if you see my Sephora haul, which is my previous video, I'll link it below, a lot of these products are in there, and so yeah, I've been really liking these products. So let's just get started. Okay, first off, I look naked, but I'm not. I'm wearing a tank, and it's already hot here in Texas. We've been having like 80 degree, 70 degree weather, which is really nice for this time of year, but the sun is just like beating down on you already, and it's just getting really hot. So I'm wearing a tank, so it looks like I'm naked, but I'm not. Anyways, stay on track. Okay, so first start off with is something I've been really liking. This is the L'Oreal Evercream Sulfate-Free Moisturizing Nourishing Leave-In Spray. There's so many like words on this thing, it's ridiculous. I don't even know how to like explain what it is. It's basically a leave-in conditioner slash tangle treatment kind of thing. So it helps to like detangle your hair. I should say detangle, that's the word for it. But I really like this stuff. It just gets the job done so well. This stuff is awesome. I use it almost every time I wash my hair. I don't wash my hair every day. I wash it every other day. So when I do wash my hair, I definitely use this. Some places are kind of like stopped selling it, but I know I can find it at Ulta and stuff like that. But like CVS and Walgreens aren't really carrying it anymore, but I really like it. It smells really good. It has like this camelline stuff. It smells so good, and it just smells really fresh. Kind of reminds me of the beach. I also like that it's sulfate free too, because sulfates are not good if you have colored hair. Still on the hair track, I've been really liking this Nexus Pro Men Split End Binding. Transforms split ends and problem areas into irresistible, strong, healthy looking hair. This stuff is really cool, and it smells very good too. I love products for hair that smell really good. It actually kind of smells like creme fresh. It smells like cream, like a milky cream. But I really like it. It's been helping repair my hair. Since I've colored it and I curl my hair and all these other things, my hair has been very, very damaged recently, and I just really want to help it get better. So I don't want to cut it right now because I haven't really found a hairstylist or hair cutter, hairstylist in this area where I'm living right now, and so I'm kind of looking for one meanwhile, but while I'm not cutting my hair meanwhile, I'm going to be using this Nexus binding stuff. But it smells really good, and you can get this at any other drugstore too, or at Ulta. Still on the hair track, I also been really loving the L'Oreal Total Repair 5 Multi-Restorative Dry Oil. Now, dry oil is the main thing that caught my eye because I don't like using oils on my hair all the time because, one, I have really oily hair and really oily skin. So for some reason, when I use regular like argan oil stuff like that, the oil just kind of like migrates to the top of my head and my hair becomes really oily. So I was really looking forward to using this dry oil. It smells really good, which is a bonus for me, and whereas a big deal for me because I hate stuff that smells bad, and it helps kind of defrizz my hair. When I do my hair like this, like a soft wave, it tends to get frizzy, so I'll just spray this on the ends, and it doesn't migrate like most oils. It kind of just like stays where I put it, and it smells really good, and it helps defrizz it, and it helps kind of calm my split ends, which is really nice. So really like that. I have also been really loving this In Style fragrance from Walgreens. This is in the impression of Daisy. Now, these things were like buy one get one free recently, so I bought one for myself and gave one to my sister, and she's using that one right now. I think she got the Burberry Brit. But it's insane how close or like identical they smell to the perfumes. And the fact that they're only like I got them for $5 because it was buy one get one half off, but they're originally around $12 is insane. And the great thing about this is, or the weird thing about this is, when I wear this perfume in comparison to my other more expensive perfumes, I always get compliments on this one, and not so much on my other more expensive perfumes. I don't know why. I was talking to a friend about this the other day, and they were saying maybe it's because you spray more of this one because it's a cheap one, and you spray it like all over your body like 23 times, and when you have your more expensive ones, you don't spray it as often because it's expensive and you want to savor it. So maybe that's why, but it just smells so good, and I always get compliments when I wear it, so it's a good cheapy product. Moving on, I've been really loving this product that was in my Sephora haul. This is the Tarte Pure Maracuja Oil. This is a really teeny tiny bottle. I mean, very, very small. In comparison to my head, it's like really, really small. But you only need to use very little of it, which is why it's such a good deal. So I've been really loving this since I picked it up at Sephora, and it's really affordable because you get it with the Maracuja eye cream, which I haven't been using enough to really fully love yet. But I've been using this every single night since I've purchased it, and it's the best stuff I've used in a long time. It's really weird because when you're thinking about oils and you have oily skin, you kind of think like, well, everybody says this, but you kind of think like, no, like I'm not going to use an oil because I have oily skin, and that would just like exacerbate my oil and my pores and just, it'll be gross. So that's kind of the first impression that I got from thinking about using an oil, but once I started using this, it just changed my whole perspective on oils for oily skin. I mean, I know I did a video on that, but this is like something that I've been applying like regularly. I've been really liking this. It's just the greatest thing. I can see why people have mixed reviews over it, because if you have more drier skin, it's not going to be as moisturizing enough for you. But if you have oily skin and you have acne prone skin and you do get a few dry patches because of the acne products you're using, the Maracuja oil is really awesome for that, because it'll help renew the skin and help smooth out those dry patches as well as brighten your skin. And I feel like my oily skin has actually become less oily since using this, because I feel like it's kind of balanced the, I don't know, the pH, however you want to say it, of my skin. So yeah. Moving on, I've been really loving this Scandal Eyes by Rimmel eyeshadow paint in the color Peachy Apricot. This stuff is awesome. I have it on my eyes right now. I did do a makeup tutorial that I'm going to show you soon. So I have a makeup tutorial using this product, and you guys can see that. And I'll put the link below whenever it goes live. But I've been really loving this stuff. It's just really easy to use. I want to buy more of them because they're really inexpensive, and if you are a couponer, you will know that there's been a lot of Rimmel coupons in the Sunday paper, so you can easily get this for a good deal and for a cheaper price. So yeah, I bought this with a coupon, and yeah, I've been really happy with it because it was so inexpensive and because it gets the job done and stays really, really well. Moving on, this is a really big milestone for me, but I went back to using mineral powder makeup. Now, I used to use Bare Minerals a lot when I was in high school. I used mineral makeup pretty much all the time in high school. I never really went to any liquid until I graduated high school, and when I went to college is when I started exploring more different kinds of foundations. But I always wore Bare Minerals or the L'Oreal mineral powder forever, and it was the only makeup I really used. Well, recently, for some reason, I just kind of wanted to try it out again because I've been kind of tired of using liquid foundation. For some reason, I wanted to go back to using a powder foundation, mainly because I felt like liquid foundation just kind of exacerbated my oily skin and just didn't sit well. No matter what foundation I would be using, right now my skin is just so oily, and I wanted something that was going to help mattify my skin. So I remembered how much I really loved the mineral foundation from Bare Minerals and how I wanted to try the matte version of the Bare Minerals foundation. So I picked one up at my local Ulta, and I got the color Golden Fair W10 in the Bare Minerals matte formula foundation. I love it. It is really great for oily skin. The only thing is, my only con with this is that it's not staying matte the entire like 12 hours. You know, like some of the foundations you can use, if you have more combination skin, they will stay matte for like 12 hours. This one stays matte for about 6 to 8 hours, depending on if you use a primer or if you don't. I use a primer with it, which is what I'm going to talk about right now next. But it really lasts long for me, and I love the finish of it. I'm wearing it right now, and the fact that I feel like it helps kind of like let my skin breathe. Sometimes when I wear liquid foundation for too long, it feels really heavy on my skin because my skin is so oily, and because of the other ingredients in that foundation or whatever reason, it just makes my skin feel heavier and oilier. And this doesn't do that for me. I can wear this for like 12 hours and my foundation doesn't feel heavy or cakey. I mean, obviously it's not going to look amazing at the end of the day, but it's still going to hold up, which is what I like. And I like that it's so easy to apply, and it's actually less expensive than my other products that I use, that I just really like it. So I'm going to do a whole review on this, or thumbs up this video, or leave a comment if you want to see an entire review and application of it. So leave a comment telling me that you want to see it, and I'll do it. Moving on to the primer I was talking about earlier, I've been really loving this Hourglass what is this called? Hourglass Veil Minimal Primer. This stuff is awesome if you have oily skin. Actually, if you have combination skin, this would be really good too, because it has not a mattifying quality to it, but more of like an evening tone quality to it. And I feel like when I don't apply this underneath my foundation, my foundation tends to like separate a bit more, no matter what I use. But when I do use this, my foundation just sets really well and it holds up really well. So I'm definitely going to purchase the larger bottle of this because this is a small one. So good job, Hourglass. I have been loving this. I've been using it every single day. I actually like it a little bit better than my NARS Laguna bronzer, but this is the Body Shop Honey Baked Bronzer in the shade 03. The great thing about this is it has no shimmer whatsoever, and the fact that it's so non-orangey. It's just like not orangey at all, which is great because most bronzers tend to be very orangey on me, and because I have yellowy skin tone, it just shows up even more. So I like that this one is more like a true, like a couple of shades darker than your skin without looking orange. So I've really been liking this Body Shop bronzer. I've also been really loving the Revlon Age Defying Concealer. This is Targeted Dark Spot Concealing Treatment. That's a really long title, but this stuff is kind of expensive for a drugstore. It's around $12 or $13, which is, like I said, expensive because most concealers that I purchase from like MAC are like $14, $16. So this is only a few dollars cheaper than most of those products. This is a perfect dupe for the MAC Select Cover Up Concealer, which is my favorite concealer. However, this one runs very quick, very similar to that one. Just when I wear them side by side, the finish of it is very similar, but they do set up a little bit differently. I take back what I said. They do set differently, but they apply the same way and they finish the same way, is what I mean. So check out this Revlon Targeted Dark Spot Concealer Treatment. If you have any kind of pigmentation, you'll like it. I've also been really loving this Pixi Natural Brow Duo Pencil and Gel. This is kind of expensive. It's like $16 at Target, which is where I picked it up. But I like it because it's really natural looking. On one end it has like this angled waxy brow product, and then on the other end it has the little gel, which I really like because it's a small bristle brush. It's awesome. I'm wearing it on my brows right now. I really normally like the Milani brow powder, but recently it felt like too heavy for day to day. For some reason I've been feeling like it's too heavy for day to day when I didn't before, but now I do. So now I've been using this stuff and it just looks so much more natural and so much more even. I'm wearing it on my brows right now, and it's very similar to the Givenchy for Givenchy brow groomer thing. Also very similar to the Tom Ford one too. Next is the Dior Addicts lipstick in model 564. This is the one I'm wearing right now. Like I said earlier, or my last video, the packaging is divine and the color is perfect for my skin type. It's just, it smells good, it feels good, it's hydrating, it's pigmented, it's just perfect. I really been loving this Dior lipstick in model, so try that out. Next, I've been really loving the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Treatment Concealer. This is in the brightening shade. It's not necessarily a color that you would match your skin tone. This is the pink toned one, so it counteracts the dark hues underneath your eye. And I've been feeling like really tired because I've been waking up like at 6 o'clock in the morning every day for work, and it's a little bit too early for my blood, but I have to do it anyways. And no matter what concealer, no matter what eye concealer or cream or whatever I put in my eyes just are constantly very dark. So when I use this, it kind of conceals or corrects the darkness and works really well with my concealer for underneath my eyes. So I really like this in the brightening shade. Speaking of my concealer I've been loving, this is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard Medium one. I love this stuff. The fact that you can put it all over your face, not only underneath your eyes, is amazing. I originally bought this just to use underneath my eye area, but it just works so well everywhere else, which is what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing this concealer underneath my eyes and all over my scarring and pimples and everything. It just works so well everywhere, and it doesn't, like, it's creamy, but it's not like creamy in the sense like it's gonna be like falling off your face. It's creamy as in it's easier to apply and blend, which is perfect. And last but not least, before this video hits 20 minutes, I have been really loving the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express Mascara. This is a milestone for me because I usually really hate Maybelline mascaras. I know you're gonna hate me and you think I'm dumb, but every mascara that I've tried from Maybelline has always been horrific on my lashes. Because my lashes are so small and thin, they don't do anything. They end up getting mascara all over my lid and not even on my lashes. So when seeing that other people have been loving this mascara, it just kind of tempted me to try it out, and I really like it. It's very similar to the Physicians Formula Organic Mascara or Organic Wear Mascara in that it has the same kind of style brush. It's like one of those fat, small spiked brushes, which I don't normally like, but I do like the Physicians Formula one, and I do like this one, so yeah. And that is it for my February favorites. Now, that was a lot of stuff. I haven't done a video that long with favorites in a long time, but it's just so hard to just choose a few things when you've been loving so many. But I definitely recommend you guys trying out any of these products. I'll list them below as well as links to where you can find them for any other reason. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this and had a great time watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
There's that phrase again. Oh my god, I'm so sidetracked right now. I need to just focus. Yeah. But I've been using this. Ooh, excuse me. Gross. Whoops. Totally dropped that. Which the other oils I've been using are kind of like sparsely